Yeah?
Great start, Pete.
Oh, we're off? Are we
Yeah,
live? Okay.
yeah, we're good.
I was 18 when my dad first took me to a pub, and I've never ever seen him quite so mad. A pint of the usual, sir, the barman said, but he was asking me, not Dad. Now if surfeiting the appetite will sicken and so die, I'll not long have a boozer for the sun. They say there's 27 pubs from here to Wattle Top, and tonight you'll have a pint in every one. We kicked off at the majestic little Alex kicked us out when Dad said he was scared what he might catch. We didn't mean to set on fire the White Swan on the Devonshire, but Dad was always careless with his match. As the odd fella knew had been, we caused a riot in the Queen, but I was right what Dad said then. We should have had a nip in the Blue Lion and the Griffin, so we'll have to go back down and start again. We should have had a nip in the Blue Lion and the Griffin, so we'll go back down and do the Manch again. We thought we'd make a start with a quiet game of darts before we'd gone a bit too far, but we were slinging arrows in the Albany Snug, and the board was in the public bar. There were arrows in the ceiling, there were arrows in the wall, there were arrows in the barmaid's thigh, till a very ugly landlord with a very ugly club suggested we should both go forth and multiply. Broken glasses they were counting as we slipped out of the fountain, and the toll bar crowd was still in hot pursuit. In the fighting, Father Albert killed the landlord of the Talbot when the silly bugger criticised his suit. And we were walking on our knees by the time we reached the Fleece, but I was right, so Dad said then, like it let a lumpet, we have missed the horse and trumpet, so we'll have to go back down and start again. We should have had a nip in the Blue Lion and the Griffin, like it let a lumpet, we have missed the horse and trumpet, so we'll go back down and do the Manch again. Just then we chanced to meet a young lady of the street, and Lord, has she some lovely wares to sell. Unfortunately, Dad was somewhat sick upon a dog, for after 14 pints he wasn't feeling well. As he searched for his teeth, he found the dog underneath, jumped back and knocked the poor woman flat. I've had pork pies, pints, pickled eggs and peas tonight, but I can't remember eating that. They showed us, both the station and the junction, both they showed us no compunction when they threw us on the street upon our ears. We had all sorts of hell on in the New and in the Nelson, and we had the Wickham landlord close to tears. As newts we were pissers when we staggered into Listers, but I was right till Dad said then. Trouble now of course is we forgot to wagon and horses, so we'll have to go back down and start again. We should have had a nip in the Blue Lion and the Griffin, like it let a lumpet, we have missed the horse and trumpet. Trouble now of course is we forgot what we've got, wagon and horses, so we'll go back down and do the Manch again. Then Dad pinched a bulldozer so that we could ride in style, but he flattened 3 police cars straight away. His driving wasn't polished, and in no time he'd demolished Hong Kong Harry's corner Chinese takeaway. As the Chinese with his chopper chased us off to Cello Street, his nearness to me necktie wasn't nice. When me breath began to steady, I said, "You were mad enough already. Did you have to order curried cat and rice?" We had Whitbreads, we had Websters, we had Hammonds, we had Hayes, we had John Smith and Sam Smith too. We were right bloody gluttons with some OBJ by Duttons and Bass, both red and blue. We had Iron Coop and Allsops and some Ransons that was all slops, but I was right till Dad said then. We've missed out all the Bentleys, we've not had a drop of Tetleys, so we'll have to go back down and start again. We should have had a nip in the Blue Lion and the Griffin, like it let a lumpet, we have missed the horse and trumpet. Trouble now of course is we forgot wagon and horses, we missed out all the Bentleys, we've not had a drop of Tetleys, so we'll go back down and do the Manch again. The police with the van cleared the Yorkshire divan, the landlord and his wife and kids as well. The Foresters was quiet, there was not a sign of riot, for the customers were all inside the cells. There was specials running up the street and firemen running down, troops and tanks were standing by at Odsal top. Some nuns who came to pray for peace just stayed to sober up the priest who got so drunk he tried to kiss a cop. There was still a hue and crying, both the woodman and Red Lion and the craven heifer tried to bar the door. We thought we might get drunk if we'd another in the trunk cliff, so we thought we'd better have one to be sure. As we fell on all fours. No, wait a minute. As we fell through the doors on all fours at Mary Shaw's, I was right till Dad said then, you can have a little rest, now you're halfway through the test. Then we'll go back down and do the Manch again. We should have had a nip in the Blue Lion and the Griffin, like it like a lumpet, we have missed the horse and rumpet. Trouble now, of course, is we forgot wagon and horses. We've missed out all the Bentleys, we've had a chop at Chetleys. We can have a little rest. Come on, Mark. Now you're halfway through the test. Then we'll go back down and do the Manch again.
What a bit. Just to finish the video off, have you got anything to say about that? How long did that take you to learn that? Why did you learn it?
I learnt it because when I go to a folk festival in Teignmouth next year, I want to be able to do it.
Ah.
And it took me about, I don't know, about 3 hours. No, 3 hours, 3 days.
3 days.
3 days. It felt like 3 days.
Felt like 3 weeks.
Probably 3 hours.
And that's on top of all Camelback catalogue. All Tiger Moth Tales, Red Bazaar back catalogue. All It Bites back catalogue. And all them other collaborations you're doing.
Well, I've not yet learnt how to put my pint near my mouth.
Oh, well.
Before I tip it.
That's what you need to do.
But, you know, life is a journey. Life is an educational journey. And we never stop learning, do we, Mark?
No.
We never stop learning.
No.
God bless you all.
Time to sign out. Peace and
God
love.
bless you.
Peace and love.
Good night.
Peace and love.